Unlike other field types that extract data directly from your input document, derived fields give you the ability to reference other field extractions in your app and run prompts against those fields. This is incredibly useful when you want to combine extracted fields into a new date.json object or when you have a table and want to extract additional deeper insights from that table. In this example, let's look at this security holdings document for an ETF. The app already extracts a clean table of the ETF holdings, but now we want to know what the single largest holding is within each industry. There are two ways we can actually do this. First, we could create a new table that re-extracts the data directly from the document. While that would work, it does introduce extra latency because the system has to analyze the entire document all over again. But in this project, since the holdings are already extracted in our ETF holdings table, a much smarter alternative is to create a derived field that references that table directly. So we'll create a new field and call this largest industry holdings. Next, we'll select the derived field type. And in our prompt, we're going to return the largest security holding for each industry in. And notice as I'm typing, this little pop-up appears. This is a quick reference for all the fields available in this app. You can simply click on the field you want to reference, and when the prompt runs, those fields will be submitted dynamically as inputs. So for right now, we're going to reference ETF holdings, but if you wanted to, you can also add additional fields here as well, so you can reference one or more fields. And now we'll run our prompt. And when our prompt runs, instead of going back to the input document to extract our information, we're only going to use the ETF holdings. So let's look at the results. When we open up the table, we have exactly one row per industry, and within that row we have the name of security and the value, and we can cross-reference against the document to see that these are, in fact, the largest value securities within each industry. And because we used a derived field, it did all of this quickly without having to reference and re-extract the information from the document by just using the already extracted data within our ETF holdings field.